I'm Carly MacManus, here from New York City from RespectAbility's Table Read event. The Table Read is a collaborative effort between RespectAbility's Children Contact Lab for Disabled TV Creators and Netflix. It brought together writers, creators, actors, producers, and studio production staff, all with seen and unseen disabilities, for this unprecedented cooperative effort to create children's programming by and for the disabled world.
It's something that I'm just learning about, and it's just such a privilege, really, and an honor, giving people with disabilities a voice. And there's a lot of creators, writers, directors that have disabilities that may not ordinarily get opportunities to have their work shown. So this is a showcase where I believe all across the country they looked at, different projects and scripts.
Like with his diagnosis, it's cerebral palsy, and that means so many different things. And people, if they just see his face, they don't think anything is going on, that anything is amiss. But he does have a disability, and he rises above it, and he's able to charm people.
Because if really 1 in 4 people have a disability, where are they when we're looking at children's content? And when people ask me, like, what interests you about children's content, or why did you stay in children's content so long? I think if you start at the beginning, nobody questions when you have inclusion. That is just authentic, that you see from the first show you watch. Like, you wouldn't look at somebody that was in a wheelchair and think anything of it, or think that it was different, because that's not how kids think naturally. That's something that these, the biases that we see in media to just default to white, cisgendered, and able-bodied is something that we learn.
The sculpture miraculously comes to life and chimes in.
Every block of stone has a statue inside of it. It's the task of the sculptor to discover it. The idea is locked inside. All you have to do is remove the excess stone.
I think it's just the representation. It's having disabled people play disabled characters. Finally allows us to tell our stories in the way that we want to tell them. This wasn't about non-disabled writers writing about us. This was disabled people telling disabled stories.
You're a what now?
The Grim Reaper. Well, a Grim Reaper.
Grim sounds more like a bureaucrat than an angel of death.
Reaper, GR 7863. I have a 100% return rate for a total of almost 5 million souls. 3 more, and I get bumped up to an office with a view.
It's representation of disabilities, even the culture right now. Like the part I was in for Windy on Wheels showed a representation of Latinas, and we didn't have that growing up from my age when I was a little girl.
I think it's really inspiring, and it lets people know that they're not alone and that they're able to be successful in this world without being judged, and they should have a space where they're allowed to be free and allowed to be themselves.
The final product was taped and recorded before a live studio audience. No word on if or when Netflix will give the green light on any or all productions. This is a great opportunity for creators of all abilities. I'm Carly MacManus, Ability Media.